Welcome back. We have Chantel Briscoe joining us from Nature's Fair on this Thursday afternoon. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Susan.
Yes.
I'm so glad to be here.
It's great to have you. Talking today about Heart Month being February. We're going to talk a little bit about heart health and staying heart healthy. And of course, that's something you guys often run into at Nature's Fair with people wanting to make sure they're heart healthy.
Exactly. And I think it's a very important subject because cardiovascular disease is actually one of the main killers in Canada and North America. We find that 1 in 4 people will actually develop cardiovascular disease in their life. And of course, as we age, the rate goes up as well. So the kind of funny thing about cardiovascular disease is we use it as a singular term, but it's actually an umbrella term. It covers so many different conditions and diseases, everything from stroke to a heart attack. So what is also really interesting that I find is 90% of cases of cardiovascular disease can actually be prevented with lifestyle and supplements.
It's whether or not people want to go ahead and make that change. And once they're on board, there are lots of things they can be doing.
Exactly, yes. So first of all, we'll talk about some of the risk factors. So if you're looking at something like cardiovascular disease, and I mean including high blood pressure and high cholesterol, things like that, you really have to look at what causes it. So what most people are finding is it's actually hardening of the arteries and arterial plaque, which causes all these other symptoms. So what we need to do is address that first, and then we can move down to the symptomology.
Okay, so how do you deal with that?
So it's really, it's multifaceted as well. A lot of things are contributing to this. One thing we definitely look at is genetics and also learned habits. So we learn as a baby how to eat. We learn from our mother and our father and our family. And if we develop bad habits, they're very hard to break. And we also set ourselves up for a life of either health or poor health. So definitely looking at the diet and genetics. Within the diet as well, last time I was here, I was talking about weight loss. And that really coincides as well. We want to make sure that we're not eating a lot of processed foods. We want to avoid and limit carbohydrates whenever possible, as these cause increased blood sugar. This can really damage the arteries. Another risk factor would be age. So our chance of developing heart disease is way lower when we're younger. But as we get older, the chance goes way up. For example, somebody 80 or above has an 80% chance of developing some sort of cardiovascular disease.
Wow, that's quite significant.
It really is,
yeah.
Yes. So making changes when you're younger is really important. Another thing, of course, is tobacco. Not many people that we see are smoking still, but I think a lot are. And it really puts strain on our arteries and circulatory system. So I would definitely recommend quitting today, never again.
Yesterday.
Exactly, as soon as possible. Of course, physical activity. We need to think of our heart as a muscle, because that's what it is. It's doing its job, it's working hard, but if we don't exercise it and make it stronger, then we're working against it.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
those are just some risk factors. Of course, as I mentioned before, with diet, elevated blood sugar, so being diabetic is also a really important risk factor as well.
Okay. You brought some products here on the table.
I did, yes, exactly. So, of course, there are so many different products in the cardiovascular range, but the ones I wanted to talk about specifically today, you'll see over here on the right, we have Strauss Heart Drops. So this is a really popular product because it gets really good results. And it covers everything under that umbrella again. It helps with arrhythmia, it helps with blood pressure, it helps with circulation problems, it helps with low oxygen production, and it helps to reduce the oxidation of cholesterol. So it's a really fabulous product. The next one over here, the FLW, this product is actually what would be known as Chelation Therapy. So it's going to be picking things up and moving them out. So if we have plaque in our arteries, it's going to help sweep that away and reduce that cause of everything.
Okay.
Next, we have magnesium. Magnesium is a really important mineral, not only because it's depleted when we're stressed, but it helps to make our heart stronger. It's really important as well for blood pressure. It helps to lower that. If there's a deficiency, we tend to have higher blood pressure.
Okay.
Next one here, the Provaskin. This is a really fun formula because it helps with cellular energy. It's going to make the heart move more oxygen more efficiently, which of course we want.
Yes. And then the last one is
and then CoQ10. So a lot of people know about this product. I really like it because as we know, cardiovascular disease is age-related. As we get older, we don't make as much CoQ10 as we need. So supplementing with, say, 100 milligrams a day is a really great way to make sure that we have enough. It's also really important for anyone on statins, so cholesterol lowering drugs that helps to negate some of those side effects that go along with it. And anyone that's had a heart attack.
Sure.
Yes.
So these are like 5 different options for people, but you probably shouldn't go and run and get on all of these at once.
No.
Go and talk to your doctor, come and talk to the folks at Nature's Fair, find out what's right for you.
Exactly, and
Right.
especially if it is a critical condition where you are dealing with maybe a past heart attack, or maybe they're recommending bypass surgery, something like that, always make sure that everyone's in the loop.
Okay.
Make sure that your doctor knows what's happening. Don't just start taking something,
Right.
ask first.
Okay. Chantel, we're already out of time. I really appreciate you being here today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, lots of opportunities here to get healthy, but make sure you ask the right questions and, as you mentioned, communicate with your doctor before you try new things. But Nature's Fair, lots of great experts there to help you out. naturesfair.com. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.